Hey everyone, welcome once again to Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live. I'm your host, TJ Werre. Thanks again for joining us for another exciting night of high school football across the state of Mississippi. We are broadcasting live from the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum in Jackson. So what is Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live? If this is your first time watching, well, it's a red zone style live cut-in show, the best available live streaming high school football games across the state of Mississippi. It is week 9 in high school football in the Magnolia State, and the region play is starting to shake out in some surprising and not so surprising ways. And we're going to see some of that action tonight. Let's take a look at some of the games we're going to be taking a look at over the course of the evening. So we had to make a couple adjustments, so if you hear a game that isn't on there, it's because we had to make some last-minute changes. But here's what we got so far. We got Brandon and Meridian, number 1 ranked Brandon. I made my own rankings this week, by the way. I couldn't find an updated ranking that I liked, so I just made my own. But Brandon is the number 1 ranked team in the state. The Bulldogs continue to dominate their opponents. They've won the last 3 games by 23 points per contest, and they're visiting a Meridian team who has not beaten Brandon since 2015, and it doesn't look likely to happen tonight. Brandon is up 41-7 at halftime. Another game, 10th ranked Oak Grove visiting Terry. Oak Grove has a 17-16 lead at halftime. Oak Grove's chances of earning a home game in the first round of the playoffs are alive and well after their 13-12 win over Grenada last week. At 2-1 over Meridian last week. At 2-1 in 6A Region 3, the Warriors are in a 3-way tie with Northwest Rankin and Warren Central for 3rd place. Terry, meanwhile, can nary afford another defeat. The Bulldogs are tied for 5th with a 1-2 mark. They haven't made the playoffs since 2006. Here's another one, Grenada and Germantown. Germantown leading 17-14 at halftime. Germantown, one of the surprises in a surprising 6A Region 2. The Mavericks are 2-1 in league play after beating Oxford on the road 26-16 last week. The Mavericks are hosting a Grenada team who is tied for 5th with a 1-2 league record. How about 7th ranked Madison Central at 2nd ranked Tupelo? Tupelo is 7-0 and tied for 1st with Clinton in Region 2 6A. The Golden Wave defense has simply overwhelmed opponents. They've given up double digits just twice this season to go with 3 shutouts. Madison Central was 2-1 in league play after its loss at home to Clinton last week. Tupelo leads at halftime 20-0. How about 6th ranked Clinton at Oxford? The Arrows of Clinton may be the surprise team of 2022 in 6A. The Arrows are 3-0 with wins against Madison Central and Starkville. Last week's win over MC ended a 5-game losing streak to the Jaguars. Oxford, meanwhile, is struggling. The Chargers 1-2 in league play. Their starting quarterback, Mac Howard, a Utah commit, is injured. Those 2 losses match their total from region play last year, but they have a 15-13 lead at halftime. Ocean Springs, 4th ranked team in the state, taking on Pascagoula. They continue to ride the arms and legs of senior quarterback Brayson Hubbard. The 3-star player and Alabama commit has 914 yards passing to go with 780 yards rushing and 19 combined touchdowns. Ocean Springs leads that 116-0 at halftime. Then there's Jackson Prep and Jackson Academy. Jackson Prep has won 13 of its last 14 against the Raiders, and they have a 21-0 lead at the moment. And then lastly, Central Hines visiting Copiah Academy. Copiah Academy lost in the MAIS 5A title game last year to Heritage, but they look like they're contenders once again this year. The Colonels are 7-1, and a win tonight would clinch the MAIS 5A District 3 crown. So before we get to the games, we have a quick opportunity to thank our sponsors, and one of those sponsors is The Rogue in Jackson. They are the official menswear store of Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live, located at 4450 Interstate 55 North Frontage Road. The Rogue is your destination for fine men's clothing. They also have a variety of college apparel for Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Southern Miss, LSU, and Bama fans. Visit The Rogue in Jackson.
When I was injured, I thought my season was over.
I was determined to get back in the game.
My Mississippi sports medicine surgeon drew up the perfect game plan.
My recovery, their game plan.
A game-winning combination.
20 physicians, 7 subspecialties, 1 focus. You, Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center.
Visit the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, where legends come to live. Open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Saturday.
All right, welcome back to Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live. I'm your host, TJ Werre. We are ready to rock and roll with Week 9 of the high school football season. We're going to start our coverage tonight with Madison Central visiting Tupelo. The Golden Wave are calling this season the Show Me season. That's what third-year head coach Ty Harden is calling his third year, is what he's calling this year with his team. And they are showing out this year at 7-0 so far, second-ranked team in the state. They've got the ball to start the third quarter, and they got a 20-0 lead against the defending 6A champ, Madison Central.
Opening possession for the Golden Wave, already in Jaguar territory at the 40. First and 10, middle. Harrell is in the shotgun. Once again, it's a handoff to Middlebrooks, who tries to find some room up the middle, gains a yard, maybe two. I'll bring up a second and long for the Golden Wave.
Yeah, not a great run there, but did get positive yardage, 1 yard. Looks like it's going to be the Quay Middlebrooks show to get things started here in half number 2. I'll say this, I was glancing down the sideline here. Student section showed up. That whole student section for Tupelo is packed, so good to see that.
Yeah.
You see a lot of big schools almost too big to care about sports,
Yeah,
right? But
it happens.
You don't get that here.
Second and 9 for the Golden Wave from the 39-yard line. Harrell in the shotgun looking to throw. Hits Katie Gibson in the flat. Makes a man miss down inside the 30. Still on his feet. Dragged down. Finally dragged down at the 20.
Happened. Ocean Springs deflected its own, the receiver deflected his own pass, or deflected a pass, and then it went to his teammate for a touchdown. Well, they got fireworks going on in Ocean Springs. I love it. So you got to see the fireworks. That's cool. Good way to start with a tip pass for a touchdown. So Ocean Springs is going to take a 22-0 lead on Pascagoula. Let's go back to Tupelo, still with the ball, up 20-0.
First quarter, Tupelo up 20-0 and inching closer to the red zone from the Madison Central 23. It's another delayed handoff to Middlebrooks, who finds some room on the left side, and he is into the end zone.
Let's see where they.
Yeah, touchdown! Tupelo. Middlebrooks lost the ball, but he had already crossed the plane when the ball came out. So that is a
redemption, baby. Thy name is Tupelo. Tupelo up 26-0. They've got a commanding lead against the Madison Central Jaguars there in the third quarter. We're going to hop now to Oak Grove and Terry, where the Oak Grove Warriors visiting Terry tonight, and it looks like Oak Grove has the ball. They got a field goal to start the third quarter. Terry had to punt. Oak Grove has the ball back, deep in Terry territory. Let's go to that game.
They give to Gray. Gray takes it up the middle. He's going to get the first down, pick up about 3 yards on the play. So the Warriors convert on that Columbia block and brick. Third down, and able to pick up a Java Mose first down. So 1st and 10 for Oak Grove. The ball is sitting at about the 29-yard line of Terry. Oak Grove's first possession here in the Alpha. Insurance agent Casey Long, third quarter. Again, they give to Gray, but Gray's going nowhere this time as he is met immediately in the backfield, trying to give you that young man's name. He deserves to be mentioned. Hitting him in the backfield. There's Jaden Beal. Jaden Beal able to get back and drop JQ for a loss of 2. So now the Warriors will empty the backfield. 4 receivers to the near side. Abram, the single receiver, to the left. Maddox now going to look over to Coach Causey. And he's signaling the plays. And now it's going to be a timeout. It looked like the play clock was about to run out, and that'll be a courtesy for.
All right, timeout there. We're going to go to Central Hines and Capaya Academy. It looks like Central Hines has the football. Capaya Academy is up 14-12 early in the third quarter. Let's check it out.
Chavez, they'll take this. No, fumble, Jake, fumble. I think the quarterback able to snag it under the pile. Justin Parrott near it, but I think Clark able to get back on the football, but it's a loss. And Central Hines keeps possession, though. It'll be second down and about 15. It's a loss of 5 there on the play. That's the second time we've seen that, Jake, on the exchange. I don't think it's anything the Colonels have done. It's just been a poor exchange.
Yeah, no doubt. Having a tough time back there getting the ball to him, but
second down and 15. 3 receivers left. We got 2 guys out here not covered.
Oh my gosh.
Second down and 15. They'll throw the swing pattern and a bad throw there. Out trying to get it to Kelly. It's third down and 15. So first pass of the second half goes incomplete. And it's third down and 15. Got to get a stop here and get off the field. I feel like this be a big kind of momentum shifter here if you can figure out a way to get a stop.
Yeah.
Don't forget, next week, the regular season finale as the Colonels will make the trip to Clinton, Louisiana, tie with the Silliman Wildcats. So third down, 15. Got to be able to get a stop. Colonels show pressure with the 2 inside linebackers, Julius and EJ. Third down and 15.
All right, this is Oak Grove and Terry, and Oak Grove is got another touchdown. What do we got? Where are we calling him out? We call a touchdown? What do we got? They're going to call. He was out just inside the 10-yard line. So Oak Grove threatening again against Terry. They have won 4 in a row against the Bulldogs, trying to make it 5 and trying to make this a 2-score lead if they can punch a touchdown in. Let's go back there.
More than he's ran it all year and running with a purpose. First and goal for the Warriors. Woodland goes in motion across the formation. Maddox takes the snap, leads it to Burkett. He gets around the left side, and TJ Burkett will be in for that Warrior Tire touchdown. Good job by Burkett taking that handoff from Maddox, and he hit the left edge with a full head of steam and able to take it in. And Oak Grove has extended their lead to 10 now, trying to add 1 more as Luke Stewart comes on to attempt the commercial.
All right, so Oak Grove up 26-16, PAT pending. Let's go back to Copiah Academy and Central Hines. Central Hines got a big play just a moment ago, and now they are deep in Copiah Academy territory, down 2.
Out there is dead. They need something to get back in the ball game. And a big hit there just might do it. As Clark totes it up the middle, they're going to give him 3. I'm going to give him 3 right there. It'll be third down and they'll give him 4. It'll be third down and 3. So 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. In the pistol goes Clark. Takes the snap. They'll give it to they'll give it to Price. And Quincy Cole there to wrap him up for a loss on the play. Big stop there from Quincy Cole. It's going to be a loss of 4. It'll be fourth down and 7. Got to be able to get a stop here, Jake. Got to find something. Fourth down and 7. Got to get off the field here. Come on, boys. 7:39 to go. Fourth down and 7. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Clark in the shotgun. Oh, that's false start. Throw the flag, dude. Gosh almighty. Pass is incomplete, so the Colonels get off the field. Do you see him jump over there?
No, I did.
And then he reached for the flag, never would throw it.
Let's get this train rolling.
I'm about to say, let's get moving here, boys. So the Colonels take over on downs. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Come on, White. Take us on the drive here, son. 7:26 to go in the third quarter. 14-12 your score.
All right, this is happening as we switch to Ocean Springs and Pascagoula. Ocean Springs getting a big pass play down to the Pascagoula 16-yard line. We're going to hang here as Ocean Springs has a 23-0 lead, and they're looking to add on in a big way there in the third quarter.
Citizens Bank first down to the 15-yard line. It was a pass play of 45 yards or more. Hubbard back to JP, and he throws it a little bit behind him. Again, he had him on the wheel route, and tell you what, the Panthers were a little confused there. If he would have completed that pass, I think JP waltzes into the end zone. Back-to-back receptions for Bryson Smith. He goes for 8, and then he goes for about 47 or so. Second down and 10 now for the Greyhounds at the 16-yard line. Clock stop after the incomplete pass. 8:40 to go, third quarter. Hubbard's going to keep it up the middle. My goodness, he runs into a human wall. And will be thrown down. Yeah, that was Jeremy Flora. Again, he plays both ways. That's a large human being playing both ways. My goodness. So the Hounds find themselves in a 3rd and 9 after an incomplete pass and a 1-yard run. Hubbard looking left, looking for Christian White. He's got a step, and he's got a catch. He's got a foot down. Touchdown, Greyhounds. A 15-yard touchdown strike from Bray Hubbard to Christian White. It's White's first reception of this game. He had a huge touchdown last week against Biloxi on a very similar play, Sam.
All right, Ocean Springs looking to pull away. Bray Hubbard to Christian White. Looks like that's White's 5th touchdown of the year. Ocean Springs up 29-0. They've been setting off the fireworks all night down there on the coast. I wonder how many fireworks they have, how many touchdowns they score before they run out of fireworks. Anyway, we're going to go Tupelo and Madison Central now. Tupelo already has a commanding lead against the Jaguars. It's 27-0. They got the ball back, and they are in Madison Central territory looking to pour it on.
Warehouse first down to the 44-yard line.
And one more thing, the snaps have all been perfect tonight. I think, a couple weeks ago we were really worried about the snaps and the quarterback Harrell having to play shortstop and then play quarterback. They've been on the money so far.
1st and 10 from the Jaguar 43-yard line.
Don't get a false start on the freshman running back Hill. He kind of turned his body on that clap. And so the freshman with a mistake.
That's just part of the learning curve. But he's done so many positive things tonight.
But Greg, have you seen any? I mean, from my perspective up here, I haven't seen any bad snaps.
No, it's been about as clean of a game, from that standpoint that you could ask for. And if you'll notice, we are working the clock too.
Yes, sir.
That was my recipe for success on 1st and 15. Harrell floats one to J.Q. Witherspoon, who catches it down at the 26-yard line on the near side.
All right, real quick, we're going to go over to Meridian and Brandon for the first time. This one isn't close. It's 41-7 Brandon, but Meridian has the ball to start the second half. Let's see what they can do here in the third quarter.
The ball again, and it's a scrambled play in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss of about 10 as Grace could not find daylight.
Not sure what the play call was going to be.
All right, that Brandon defense is ferocious, and they have been so the last 3 to 4 weeks. We're back at Tupelo now, 27-0 against the Madison Central Jaguars.
Game at tailback, and no gain there on that first down run, trying to hit the hole on the right side.
So Quay back in.
Yeah, Tupelo using a lot of clock on this possession, this drive that started on their own 15-yard line. And with 3:20 to go in this third quarter, the Golden Wave up 27-0, looking for more. 2nd and 10 from the Madison Central 26. Harrell in the gun. Screens to Katie Gibson, who's open, cuts it back to the right side. And still on his feet, able to reverse his feet, and finally tackled at the 10-yard line. What an impressive running after the catch by Gibson, and that's another Shoe Country Warehouse first.
All right, back to Meridian really quick before we go back to Tupelo. Meridian inside the 20.
Sweep coming near side, looking for some space, and there is no space as that was tough sledding there for Atterbury on the speed sweep. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And textbook defense there. Gay Jakes gets up the field, gets blocked, but he turns the runner inside, and inside wait on him.
All right, keep bouncing back and forth. Back to Tupelo. It is 1st and goal, maybe 1st and 10 from the 11 for the Golden Wave.
With a jet sweep to J.Q. Witherspoon, who is tackled for a loss by Avery Jackson, the sophomore linebacker.
And now we go back to Brandon in Meridian. Brandon has only given up 10 points in his last 2 games. He had the 7 here, so it's 17. But again, that defense has been strong, and there's a good play right there as Meridian doesn't go very far in 2nd and 9. Looking to bring up a 3rd and 8. So let's see who's going to run a play first. Is it going to be Meridian or is it going to be Tupelo? Well, let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be Tupelo. Let's jump back to Tupelo real quick. 11 for the Golden Wave.
Middlebrooks to his left, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Another screen pass to Tyreek Dart, and he's in. No one's going to touch it.
All right, so that's another touchdown for Tupelo, and now Meridian just got picked off. The Brandon defense gets the stop they were looking for, and not to say that this game was really going to be competitive here in the second half, but Brandon just showing why they are the #1 team in the state. It's 41-7 in the 3rd quarter. They are going to be on cruise control the remainder of the evening. So, got a little break in the action somewhere. Let's go back to Copiah Academy in Central Hines. It is still 14-12 Copiah Academy there in the 3rd quarter.
Because that was clear as day. Good Lord. Not saying I wouldn't do it, but
wouldn't put it past him. Right. Give us to Price up the middle. And again, nothing doing, Jake. He's got 2, but not a whole lot. So up front, defensively, the Colonels have kind of bottled up Central Hines' run game. But this game is just weird, man. Just got a weird feel to it. Like, I really don't think this is. I mean, have the Colonels played their best? No.
No.
But is Central Hines better than a 4-3 record? Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
2nd down and 8. Clark sets him down in the pistol set. Price behind him. Pressure off the edge. They back out of it. They'll give it to Price again. Again, nothing doing, Jake. He might get 1, maybe. Seagrass on the stop. Cole hit him first. We've been real impressed with that guy. Yeah. Sophomore, starting, playing a lot of big time football for us. So 3rd down and 7. Another big 3rd down here. And don't fall asleep. Got to feel like a play action or something is coming.
You know, they've hit us on all the 3rd downs and 4th downs. Those are downs that Copiah, the defense, is known to be able to show up big, but they've got us figured out so far tonight.
3rd down and 7. They'll motion Price out of the backfield. Empty set. Clark looking, sets up the screen. Oh, it's almost intercepted. Seagrass read it perfectly, and he almost had a pick 6. But Jake, as the old adage goes, that's why he's playing defense.
Yeah, right.
But nonetheless, the Colonels get off the field. Could you imagine?
Would have gone.
It'd have gone for 6.
Right. Would have been nuts.
No question about it. That would have lit the Colonel faithful up. I don't think we're sending anybody back, D. We're watching out for a fake here. 4th down and 7. Durr will punt it away. Takes it. Oh, and that was Smith almost back there to block it. Takes a good Central Hines roll, gets inside the 20, and it'll go dead over somewhere out across the 15, about the 17-yard line. Jake, that was a really good defensive play there from Seagrass. It looked like he saw that one coming from.
Yep. All right, so there was just a punt in the Oxford-Clinton game. It was Oxford punting to Clinton, and Clinton's got the football. They got a field goal here to start this 3rd quarter at some point. So it's 16-15 Arrows of Clinton, led by 11th year head coach Judd Boswell. He has a 76-49 career record, including a 2016 6A state championship with Cam Akers and company, a fantastic team. Clinton won last year's game against Oxford 23-6. And then in 2020, Oxford bounced Clinton in the playoffs 31-27. Let's go live to Oxford.
Line, it'll be 2nd and 5. Clinton looks over to the sideline for the call. working out of the gun. They'll send a man in motion. Here's a snap. Batee, flag is down.
Yeah, movement there on the offensive line. Back them up 5 yards. That's the 5th penalty of the night for the Arrows. Clinton will play host to Grenada next week before they go to Tupelo, and they will end the season playing Murrah at home. So I would say their tougher part has already been behind them.
Yeah.
Other than having that Tupelo game.
Right. It's always good when you get to end with Murrah, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Backed up at the 25-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Here's the option. They're going to pitch it on the end around to Hutton. Hutton turns the corner over there, and the Chargers read it beautifully. He got maybe back down to the 24-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage.
I think some of the Clinton coaches wanted a late hit out of bounds, but good no call there by the official, and a nice defensive stop by the Chargers, forcing 3rd and 10.
Yeah, so no gain on the play that time for Kyler Hutton.
All right, we're going back to Prep and JA for the first time tonight. I guess we're not going back. We're going to Prep and JA for the first time tonight because Prep just got a sweet pick on a Jackson Academy pass. The Patriots of Jackson Prep up 28-0. And this is only going to help their cause here. Check out this INT. We're going to flip back to Clinton and Oxford real quick. Oh, the penalty was against Prep, by the way, so that interception will be negated. Meanwhile, Clinton's going to get a touchdown. Yes, they are. The Arrows get in the end zone, and there's a flag on the play here as well. We'll hang there real quick, and let's see what the call is at Oxford High School.
That would be a huge penalty against the Arrows right there at the 10-yard line.
And I'm not so sure he really needed that block.
No, he didn't. And I tell you what, if they score there and they don't call that penalty, that's the 2nd 3rd down conversion they've scored that's resulted in a touchdown. There's no signal yet.
So let's see what the call is. They threw the flag right at the 10 after the catch and the run. The line of scrimmage was the 24. But it'll be a spot foul.
Yeah, definitely against Clinton.
It is holding or pushing the back.
Yep. So the replay 3rd down will be 3rd and about 4 versus 3rd and 10.
They'll put it down at the 19-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, they've got to get down to the 15 to pick up the 1st down.
So 3rd down and about 4. Back to throw. Batee rolls to his right. Batee slide arm. Intercepted at the 20. He's to the 30. He's on the races. To the 40. To the 50. He's to the 40. 30. 20. 15. 10. 5. Touchdown Chargers.
I think it was Corn, number 10. Donnie picked that ball off. It was a kind of an underhanded throw, a little side throw by the quarterback. And Corn was there, right place at the right time.
A tremendous play by the Oxford defense and a humongous swing in that game. Clinton just had the touchdown run by Jacoby Calvin. They called it back because of a penalty, and then Oxford gets a pick 6 to retake the lead in that game. Let's go to Jackson Prep and Jackson Academy now. Jackson Academy, after that interception was overturned because of the penalty, has the ball back, but the Raiders are still down 28-0.
Holding offense for 58, 10-yard penalty from the spot, still first down.
So, Russ, you can tell right here what we talked about. They feel like they've got to get out of their offense what they have. So, completely different look from them offensively in their sets. They feel like they've got to throw the ball now to try to get back in the game. They're not comfortable doing that. What we have to do defensively is make sure that we just don't give up the big play. We give up a 7-yard play. We give up a 6-yard pass play. We're okay. Well, the only thing that lets them back in this game is big plays.
1st and 28 yards to go. 28 from the JA 25. White throws, and it's caught at the 36-yard line.
Comeback route on the outside right there. Good timing. Good throw by Clayton. Good route by that outside receiver.
By the way, if you want to watch this one again tomorrow, Bobby will have it loaded up, ready to go. And it'll be at 10 o'clock on JacksonPrep.live. It'll also be our archive game of the week on Friday night on the lights, but it will not be downloadable. 2nd down and 16. There they come. They're on Robert again. Here's the throw, and it's incomplete. Boy, Robert Thomas just getting held.
Yeah, good pressure right there. Good, again, great coverage on the back end, just forced him to flush him out of the pocket, and he just threw it away right there.
So, Will, what you're saying is these receivers for the Raiders are not able to get open.
No, we've done a great job. Other than that one play, we've done a great job overall making sure that in man coverage we're sticking to our man. We've had great drops in our zone coverages, staying over the top when we need to stay over the top. That's exactly what we need to continue to do.
3rd down and 16 now from the Raider 37-yard line. White calls that screen pass again, and it's caught, but he was on the ground when he caught it. Goes nowhere.
Good pressure from Luke, forcing a bad throw right there.
Yeah, you got Luke, you got Andy Brown. Those guys at the front. JA's hands are on their hips right now.
Yes, they are, Jeff. Good
They're
point.
frustrated, and our energy right now is just increasing.
I think you're right, Jeff. I think they're getting a little tired. 0 for 8 on 3rd downs for JA in this game.
All right, let's see if someone can get their offense moving there in Central Hines and Copiah Academy. Copiah Academy, the home team tonight, has the football. We're running out of time in the 3rd quarter. Now that we take a closer look, I don't even know if they're going to get a playoff. 10 seconds ago. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What are you going to do? They are going to run a play. It's a pump fake. He's going deep downfield. And it is incomplete, ending the 3rd quarter. So, with that being said, let's hop over to Germantown and Grenada. Grenada punting the ball from their own 30. The kick is away, and Germantown on the return. That was a risky fielding attempt, but it was caught at the Grenada 48. Germantown has a 24-14 lead. Let's go hang out there as they got 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
The ball go, lost a little field position. That time he saved the field position, so heads up play by the junior.
2:27 3rd quarter, and Spencer, you can feel it. If Germantown can somehow march down the field 48 yards, put 6 on the board, they're going to be feeling good.
Yeah, like I said, you want to deflate the other sideline, and now they've got a backup quarterback at the helm, and so Germantown to score here might put this one away, but you never can tell.
McCluskey, he's the quarterback. Got a tight end and an H-back in the formation. Run keeper all the way. Trying to get to the right side, cannot. Flying in, Trey Parker, the linebacker, will dump him for a 3-yard loss. He read it beautifully as he came flying up.
Yeah, Trey Parker, second leading tackler on this Charger team. He's got 3 interceptions on the year, 35-plus tackles, and yeah, he was not fooled on that one as he flies into the backfield to bring down McCluskey.
A loss of 3 back to the 49 of Germantown. Clock is moving, 1:59 here, 3rd quarter. Mavs up comfortably 24-14, but they want to add on to it. 2 wide receivers left. A running back is Gainwell in the backfield. 1 single high safety for Grenada. McCluskey, play action, looks. He's going to air it out. He's got Bass, incomplete. He had Bass, and he had a lot of room, and it's incomplete just off his fingertips.
Yeah, off his fingertips. Ball was thrown beautifully, hit him right in the hands, but unable to come down with that one in stride was Messiah Bass, but a good throw from McCluskey up the seam there.
Bass went to the house on a screen pass just a bit ago, and he almost had another one there. Stops the clock. 1:39 3rd quarter, a 3rd down and 13. McCluskey, 2 wide outs to the left side. They'll snap it from that right hash. Just a couple yards north and to the right of that Germantown logo. Timeout on the field. A Madison County Sports Zone timeout by Germantown.
All right, 4th quarter is just cranking up at Central Hines and Copiah Academy. Still 14-12, and Central Hines is going to be taken over deep in their own territory. backs against the wall, against her own end zone, down 2 points with 11:42 to go in the fourth quarter.
I don't know if it was his. I don't know.
He was on a girlfriend run. First down and 10 from the 8-yard line. Ball on the left hash. 2 receivers right, 1 left. They'll give it to play action. Slam. Oh, nice pass deflection there from Wes Thornton again. If we catch that, that's 6 points. But Wes Thornton on the pass deflection goes incomplete. He's missed 3 in a row, has Brady Clark. Second down and 10 for Central Hines. Ball at the 6-yard line. I apologize. Ball at the 6. Leak did score. 35-6 now. Now they're going to send 3 receivers right, 1 left. Clark in the gun. 3-step drop. They'll throw the bubble screen to number 7. He's got it. And Jake Ainsworth there to force him to the ground. Back inside the 5. That was number 7, Kent MacArthur. And Jake, our man Jake, read that one perfectly. Yeah. Shot out of a cannon. It's a loss of 3.
Ainsworth's putting that 4 into some work.
He's going both ways a lot tonight.
He had some role models that wore 4, and he's filling that jersey in well.
From the same part of Copiah County, too, the Guest Boys. 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Colonel's on top 14-12. Third down and long. Colonel's doing some shifting up front. Oh, false start. 5-yard infraction. So, Jake, we took a play out of Jackson Prep's playbook and rolled the defensive lineman and able to get a flinch.
Good deal.
They've got J.A. tonight in Flowood. My guess would be Prep would be all over them.
Yep.
J.A.'s fell on tough times.
Didn't MRA and Prep play? Have they played?
Yes, they played the week after us. So
what was the score to that?
MRA beat them by like a touchdown, I think. It was close. Closer than a lot of people thought.
Did we just shift?
I don't know. Third and long, they'll throw the pass. Oh, and it goes through the hands of Durr. And it's incomplete. I think we did. We did it on the last play, too.
Oh, that's what you were talking
about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, whenever.
All right, before they punt away at Central Hines, that is, let's check in on Oak Grove and Terry. They had a 30-minute delay for an injury to a player in that great game. Oak Grove has a 27-16 lead. Terry has the football.
Snap back to McGee. He tucks it now, is looking to run, trying to get to the outside. But a good job of pursuit there by Tyler Slay, getting some help out on the edge by Jalen Moore. Then I'll bring up a 4th down. And Patrick Bracey will be on again to punt the football.
What's the flag?
Yard line. And somebody jumped, and the offense pointed to defense, and defense pointed to offense, and it's going to go against Terry. There's an advanced pet care penalty for a false start. So we back it up 5, and Abram move up 5 to the 40. Bracey's punt is going to bounce right past Abram.
All right, we're going to go back to Copiah Academy and Central Hines. It looks like Copiah Academy may be on the verge of ending the scoring drought in this ball game. They've got the ball at the 15-yard line of Central Hines. The Colonel's trying to punch in a go-ahead or a lead padding touchdown here to try and make this a 2-score game, and they might have just done it, and they did. There's a touchdown for Copiah Academy, a huge score for the Colonels, who are 7-1 on the year, looking to move to 8-1. That's a big score in that ball game. That'll put them up 20-12. Let's go now to Clinton and Oxford. Oxford has the ball. You just saw us jump over there real quick on accident, and it looked like a big play. Well, the play got called back, the Oxford pass play, for a penalty. So now here is Oxford punting away. Clinton down 5 with 9.5 minutes to go.
Clinton's going to pick it up, though, at the 25. He's going to hit immediately by Showers. Showers can't get him on the ground as he rides him out of bounds on the far sideline up around the 35-yard line. So it's going to be first down Clinton at their own 35. Still a lot of time to go. 9:28 left to go in this ball game. It is a 5-point Charger lead at 21-16.
All right, well, we get reset there at Oxford and Clinton. Copiah Academy had that touchdown called back, so it is still 14-12. See the scoreboard down there, 9 minutes and some change left in that. We'll hang here for just a minute before we jump somewhere else.
Playoff? No. Somebody in the Saints had a playoff game a few years back, and we went to the game, and it had been close the whole time. And you didn't worry about it until like the last few minutes. You realize, okay, this game's, and that's how I am now. I'm
Quarterback power around the left side. Got some running room, does Wyatt. Trying to beat a man to the edge. Makes one miss. Gets it to the 15. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. A pickup of 5 there from Wyatt.
Well, somebody the Saints shouldn't have lost to.
So a pickup of 5 there from Wyatt. So third down and 10. So, Jake, you've run 2 dives up the middle. I say dives. Got to go play action here, don't you?
I haven't been stressed all year.
I haven't either. Well, yeah, I have.
Have you? Which?
Jackson Proud.
Oh, yeah. I know. I was at that game, too, but this is just killing me.
Got to convert it here. Third down and 10. Timeout. Central Hines. We're going to take it with them.
All right, we're going to Clinton and Oxford now while Copiah Academy and Central Hines take that timeout. Clinton has the ball down 21-16. Now the Arrows have been doing a lot of damage lately on the ground with their senior running back, Jacoby Calvin. He has 370 yards going into tonight, 370 yards rushing in his last 2 games to go with 5 touchdowns. That's half of his rushing total for the season in 2 games. But Oxford is game plan for that. They seem to have bottled him up tonight, and that pick 6 looming large right now. Oxford up 21-16, 8:20 to go in the fourth quarter.
Up a gain of 1 that time for Calvin. It'll be second down and 9.
Try to get some score updates for you. I had Lafayette. They were up 14-7. That one was in the third quarter.
Down at New Hope.
21-14. Now Lafayette in the third.
Battee's going to roll to his left. Battee, that's a holding penalty as he throws it down the field wide open. Touchdown Clinton, but there's a holding penalty down as the receiver Taylor got deep and was able to beat Blackman for a touchdown, but is coming back.
Yeah, no.
All right, we're back at Central Hines while they sort out the laundry situation in Oxford. It looks like another touchdown is coming back for Clinton. Central Hines, meanwhile, had a touchdown call back not too long ago, and now they are creeping in. I should say Copiah Academy had one called back. They are creeping in on Central Hines territory, up 14-12.
First down. It's a big third down conversion there. Takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Albright takes the high snap. They'll give it to Ainsworth. He's blew up in the backfield. Going to be back out near the 10-yard line. Jake, again, they just don't look good at getting off the ball.
And Jake's had some. I mean, he's got stuff behind the line, but that's not on him. That offensive line is just getting beat every single play, and I don't understand it.
I say we've gotten so used to Coach Buff's offensive line
Right.
and the way they teach it that they've been blown up a bunch tonight. Second down, goal to go. Wyatt rolling right, gets a good block, cuts back across the grain, got some green grass inside the 5. Touchdown, Colonels. Wyatt Albright from 8 yards in the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Colonels. It's an 8-yard touchdown.
All right, I don't see any flags on the field, so I think a touchdown that we've seen is going to stand. Let's go to Germantown and Grenada as Copiah Academy goes up 20-12. Grenada with the ball, and they just threw a pick. The Germantown defense holding on to a 10-point lead, and that defender breaking a tackle back into Grenada territory. A humongous turnover for the Germantown defense, up 24-14. Germantown is 2-1 so far in Region 2 in 6A. They moved to 6A football in 2019. If they win tonight, this will be the most amount of wins they've had in 6A Region 2 since they moved up in classifications in 2019. So while Germantown gets their offense on the field, we will go, we might stay here because it's kind of slow everywhere else. Let's just stay here for a minute. Yep, Germantown getting back out on offense, up 24-14.
Side, Josh Bell, the H-back, left side of the formation. 2 wide receivers in the formation. Gainwell, your running back. McCluskey, the quarterback, will call for it. Short drive. He's going to air it out towards the end zone, looking for Trey Stevenson. Incomplete. Great coverage as nudging him out of bounds was the Grenada Charger defensive back, Jacarius Williams. But Spencer, he did it beautifully. He didn't use his hands, just kind of shielded him off with his back.
Yeah, Williams did a nice job, kind of ran him out of territory there, and that was textbook defensive coverage on the back end.
Stops the clock, 10:32. A 2nd and 10 at the Grenada Charger 37-yard line. Jackson Hood will check in at quarterback for Germantown. Empty set, 5 wideouts. 3 down linemen for Grenada. Hood, keeper all the way, lots of running room. He's got a first down. He's hit at the line to gain, spins off of the defender. He's pumped. He falls forward at the 25-yard line, a gain of 12 and a first down for Germantown.
Tough running there by Hood, right at the defense. A spin move at the end to get the first down, and Germantown's on the march.
A Hederman brother first down at that 25-yard line. Hederman brothers, you can see them from the booth in the distance. All your printing needs. Hood, shotgun snap out of the empty set, and another keeper right up the gut. He's got 7 more across the 20, down to the 18-yard line. That empty set, Hood's more of a thrower, but he can run it as well. And clock moving inside 10 minutes, 9:45 to go in the ball game. A 24-14 lead for Germantown over Grenada.
We've got an update from Oxford. 10:33 left in the ball game. Oxford up 21-16 on Clinton. They've got a barn burner up there at Oxford High School.
Well, I tell you, in this district, you're the biggest fan of the team you've beat in this district, and right now that is Oxford. I wonder if Howard played in that game after the beating he took last week. 2nd and 2. They'll throw it out right side. It could have been intercepted. Bass makes the catch. 15-10. He will score. Touchdown. Messiah Bass. 18 yards. Germantown extends the lead 30-14.
A little bit of a delayed throw out there. Could have been jumped on as a pick 6, but luckily Messiah Bass able to pick that.
That Germantown touchdown almost happened. That almost didn't happen. It almost was a pick 6. We just caught a replay. That was pretty close. So Germantown up 30-14 on Grenada. We're going to take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. All right, welcome back to Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live. I'm your host, TJ Werre, broadcasting live from the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum in Jackson. Got some score updates for you. Ocean Springs got a 37-0 lead over Pascagoula. Jackson Prep up 35-0 over Jackson Academy. MRA up 28-7 on Magnolia Heights. We are going to go now back to the action to Oxford and Clinton. Oxford with a 21-16 lead, but Clinton has the ball back at their own 21-yard line. Remember, Clinton has had 2 touchdowns called back because of penalties, and on one of them, after the first one, they ended up throwing a pick 6. That's how Oxford got the lead. Then later, Clinton threw a touchdown pass, called back because of a penalty. So let's see if Clinton can ride their workhorse, Jacoby Calvin, and get down the field and score a touchdown to remain undefeated in league play.
Up about 9 yards to the 30-yard line, Jacoby Calvin. He's got 91 yards on the night. That's his 18th carry of the evening. Second.
Real quick, we're going to jump to Oak Grove and Tupelo. That pass incomplete. Oak Grove has the ball 27-16. We mentioned a little bit ago there was a 30-minute delay due to an injured player in that game. We're not sure who or for what team, but that game is way behind the others with Oak Grove up 27-16. Let's go back to Clinton and Tupelo now. Clinton and Oxford, as Clinton's got a couple nice plays in a row down to the 39-yard line. Go the Arrows.
Down Clinton.
Yeah, they keep the drive alive here. Clock will continue to run once they get the ball set at 3:45 left in the game.
They actually spot it at the 39-yard line.
All right, real quick to Oak Grove and Terry. We're probably going to keep on bouncing back and forth now. Oak Grove, like we said, up 27-16, about 5-yard gain there. Let's go back to Clinton and Oxford. Clinton, a 1st and 10, 3.5 minutes ago in the fourth quarter there. This is a QB keeper and a little pitch to the outside, and he's got some room to run down the far sideline. That is going to be inside the Oxford 40, and Clinton's going to be moving really well on this drive. Back to Oak Grove and Terry. Oak Grove with a running play that looks like it is going to go pretty much nowhere. So while they get reset, we'll go back to Clinton and Oxford. Clinton on the move. They put 3 straight plays together that have been really efficient, especially that last one went for about 30-something yards. Let's go to Clinton and Oxford.
Stopped. Batee out of the gun. 4-man front for the Chargers. They send Hutton in motion. He lines up in the slot to the left. Batee takes the snap. They keep it on the ground to Calvin. He runs to the right, down to about the 31, and that's it. Gain of a couple.
Yeah, I think he was wrapped up initially by Blackman before a host of Chargers were able to bring him down. Clock will continue to run. 2:40 left. I believe Clinton has all 3 timeouts remaining, but they have got to get a touchdown if they want to win this game.
They gave him a spot at the 30, so a gain of 3. It is 2nd down and 7 for the Arrows at the Oxford 30-yard line. You're right. Field goal does them no good. Batee works out of the gun. Sends a man in motion again. Same formation they had before. Here's a snap. Now they're going to throw. Back to throw. Batee in the pocket. Goes deep. Near sideline. Wide open. And knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Clinton. He was all alone.
Okay, I don't see any flags on the play on the field on that play for Clinton. Here is Germantown and Grenada. Germantown up 31-14. There's an interception that basically is going to seal it. Germantown defender is going to take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. So Germantown, well on its way to its 3rd win in league play. Let's go back to Oxford. Clinton gets a big play. No flag on the play. Now they're inside the 5 with a chance to take the lead.
In goal as they've entered the Endurance Physical Therapy red zone. Probably going to get a heavy dose of Calvin here. And it is Calvin straight ahead, and he is stuffed at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, give him 1 down on the play, but a nice defensive stop there by the Chargers. Have a couple Chargers down, actually 1 Charger player down. Let's see if they may stop the clock here.
Yeah, we got an injury timeout.
And they will at 1:54.
1:54 to go. Now, here's the situation. If Clinton scores, you will still have a chance to get the ball back, win it with a field goal if you get enough time. So if you coach cut here, do you take your timeouts on defense?
All right, so we got a timeout at Oxford and Clinton. Here's Oak Grove and Terry. Oak Grove just got a big play, and it looked to be a touchdown. Yeah, because they're setting up for an extra point. So it's 27-16. There's the score. 33-16 Oak Grove. So the Warriors look like they are taking control of that game. They'll have a 17-point lead, PAT good, make it an 18-point advantage. While Clinton and Oxford are getting out of that injured player timeout, we will go back to them as they're getting set to run another play. It's going to be 2nd and goal for the Arrows, down 5 in Oxford.
Goal, ball on the left hash mark as Clinton moving toward the south end zone here at Bobby Holcomb Field. They're going to take their time now, I would guess, since they don't want to score too quick, but you want to make sure you score. Here's Battie, keeps it. He's going to roll to the right. Can he get to the corner? No, he stopped, I believe. Touchdown. No, they said he got in.
He got in at the last minute. Don, one of the defenders who was running Battie down from behind slipped, gave him some more room, and he gets in at the last minute. Touchdown, Clinton.
It was a foot race to the corner. I thought they knocked him out inside the one, but they said he hit the pylon. And so it's a touchdown for Clinton on a 3-yard scamper by Battie. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he's now rushed for 1. And now here's the 2-point conversion, which would put Clinton up by 3 if they get it, and the Chargers could only tie with a field goal. So this is big.
I believe Oxford has all 3 timeouts remaining as well, so they will have plenty of time. They've got to manage the clock, though. Let's see if they can hold them here. And Clinton will call a timeout to talk it over. We're going to.
All right, so it looks like the Arrows are going to take a timeout and try and figure out what play they're going to run for their 2-point conversion. Let's go to Central Hines and Copiah Academy. Copiah Academy up 20-12. 2 minutes and some change left in that one. Copiah Academy with the football trying to put this one away.
We pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6 for Jake Ainsworth. Jake, I mean, and again, we'll get into it in the postgame, but I think a game like this will do us some good down the stretch, don't you?
I think it will too. Yeah, for sure.
1:57 to go in the ball game, 20-12. We won't try to keep you too long. I know you're tired, bro.
Yeah, I got to drive to Oxford after this.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my
I'm
gosh.
going to be blaring music the whole way there.
That's a boring drive, too.
It is. It's awful.
2nd down and 6. Albright going to stretch it to the line of scrimmage. That was number 23, Matt Crawford on the stop.
All right, they're out of the timeout. Clinton and Oxford. Clinton going for 2, up 22-21.
Interesting stat here after this play. Here's the 2-point conversion. Battie throws it incomplete. He had a man open and he threw it too high, and the Chargers stop and now can win it with a field goal as your score. Oxford 20 trailing Clinton.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. Oxford's going to get the ball back in that game. We're going to go to that once we come back after a word from our sponsors.
When I was injured, I thought my season was over.
I was determined to get back in the game.
My Mississippi sports medicine surgeon drew up the perfect game plan.
My recovery, their game plan.
A game-winning combination.
20 physicians, 7 subspecialties, 1 focus. You, Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center.
Visit the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, where legends come to live. Open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Saturday.
All right, welcome back to Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live. I'm your host, TJ Werre. Clinton just kicked to Oxford. Clinton up 22-21. That is where we're going to go now. Oxford with 1 minute and 26 seconds. The ball at their own 32-yard line. Got to get a field goal to win this game. Let's go to Oxford.
30. So here we go. The stage is set for the young freshman to be the next George Gipp as he comes out here, 1st and 10, and he rolls to the right and looks down the field and throws a dart. It's caught here at the 42-yard line of Clinton.
Big play there. That was a huge catch. I believe that was Lewis.
Lewis again makes a huge leaping catch A gain of 28 yards on the play.
Clock will stop. Actually, it will stop because he went out of bounds. So 1:20 left. Ball spotted at the Clinton 42. Quick snap.
Back to throw again. Grandjean steps up in the pocket. This time he's sacked. His second time tonight he's been sacked back at the 46-yard line. He couldn't get away from the rush that time and throw it away. And it's a loss of 4.
And Oxford will burn their first time out, so they will stop the clock with 1:13. It'll be second down and 14 coming up for the Chargers.
So 2nd and 14, big play coming up right here as Chargers trying to at least give themselves a chance for William Wilkinson, who could potentially win.
All right, real quick, we'll go to Germantown. While Clinton and Oxford are in timeout, Germantown up 31-14. Remember, they had that pick, but there was a penalty on that interception that pushed them all the way back. But it really isn't going to matter as they're trying to run out the clock and get another score. Up 31-14, so that play is ending. Let's go to Oxford. They are out of the timeout. The official backs away from the ball, and we are ready to go. First down, Chargers.
Play action. Back to throw. They get some pressure. Grandjean rolls left. He throws to the sideline. It's caught by Shows at the 29-yard line and out of bounds.
Shows took a pretty good shot out of bounds, but he gets up, and Don, that was a big catch. Shows went up high and went out to haul that one in.
17-yard catch by Shows. And his 1st and 10 Oxford at the 29 of Clinton. Actually, they said he went out at the 28. So the 28-yard line. That was a
replay. All right, so we'll go back to Germantown real quick. The Mavericks just got in the end zone to make it 37-14. Let's see if we'll get a replay of that touchdown. Is this game well in hand for the Mavericks? They're about to get their 3rd win in region play. It's going to be the most wins they've ever had since they jumped up to 6A in 2019. Most wins they've ever had in region play. They went 5-7 last year, 2-5 in the league. They were 4-5 in 2020 and 0-5 in the league. And then in 2019, they went 5-6 with a 2-5 league record. And tonight, looking like they're on their way to a humongous win over Grenada. They're going to improve to 5-3 with a 3-1 record in Region 2 of 6A. So let's go back to Oxford and Clinton. They're out of their injury timeout. Oxford's gotten 2 big pass plays. Let's see if they can get closer to field goal range to perhaps kick a game-winning field goal.
9-yard line. He couldn't get to the outside, and he lost 1.
Yeah, no timeout will be called there. Clock will continue to run. We're under a minute. 54 seconds to go. Clock will run.
2nd down and 11 at the 29-yard line. Grandjean out of the gun. Gregory to his left. He's going to swing it out on a screen play. Caught by Gregory. He's to the 25 to the 20. Down to the 19-yard line. The Chargers are in the Endurance Physical Therapy red zone, and he's close to a first down.
I think they're going to stop the clock at least for momentarily till they measure or give him the first down, and they will run it again. It's going to be short, Don. 3rd and 1. 35 seconds to go.
I would ask for a measurement if I'm Coach Cut.
Quick handoff.
But instead, they run it, and I think he got it.
Yeah, he got it. That will stop the clock at 27 seconds. He got upended as he took the handoff, but he did get enough for a first down.
Gregory on the carry, and now Oxford will take a timeout.
Yeah, they will have 1 remaining.
They spotted at the 17, so that was a gain of 2 for Roman Gregory. And now Oxford, if they don't get another yard, it would be a 34-yard field goal to win the game.
At this point, you ask Wilkinson where he wants to kick it from.
Yes. Do you like it? Most guys, I would say, would like it right in the middle of the field.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 at the Clinton 17 with 27 seconds to go. Oxford trails 22-21, but they're in field goal range. Tupelo has already won. Germantown looks like they're going to win tonight. So a win tonight for the Chargers, pushing back in the tie for 4th.
I think you hand the ball off to Gregory here. Let him get in the middle of the field, Don. Call timeout and try to get the game winner with a field goal.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Grandjean out of the gun. Grandjean, a whistle blows and there's a flag down, and that hurts because that's going to back you up.
Yeah, false start against the Chargers. And that's what you did not want to have happen on that play.
5-yard penalty is going to back you up to the 22.
I think at this point now you may want to either try to throw the ball one more time, Don, or try to get at least 5-7 yards before the field goal.
3 wide receivers wide to the right. They are going to run to Gregory straight ahead, and Gregory's going to get those yards back +1 down to the 16-yard line for a gain of 6. 108 yards rushing tonight for Roman Gregory.
I think this is your game. I think Cut's going to let it run all the way down to about 3 or 4 seconds and call the timeout. Some of the fans are getting a little nervous in the stands, but Cut knows what he's doing here.
Yes. And 4 seconds to go. And William Wilkinson is going to come in to try to kick the game winner. The last time we had a situation like this, very similar spot on the field, and Jack Tannehill won it against Lafayette a few years ago, back in 2018, I believe it was. 18 or 19, I can't recall, but here's a chance. It'll be a 33-yard attempt for Wilkinson. He's a junior kicker here for the Chargers. And so timeout here on the field. Here we go. They got the ball on the left hash mark.
See if Clinton may call it timeout here to try to ice him. I think they have 1 remaining as well, but we'll see.
All right, fans are on their feet on both sides. Blunt will hold with the normal holder, of course, is Howard. He's out. Or Peter Grandjean, excuse me, he's out. 33-yard attempt, and Clinton will indeed call for a timeout as they'll try to make Wilkinson think about it a little bit.
Can't take them with you, Don. Might as well use it here. And
I agree. At least they didn't do what happened that time with Olive Branch when they called that timeout right as the guy kicked it.
Yep.
But it'll be second and 10, but that doesn't matter as the ball's at the 16-yard line, a 33-yard kick for the game. (38-14) now, Germantown, so they're going to beat Grenada. A little surprised that was that one-sided. Germantown a little bit better than people give them credit for, I think. So Blunt will hold. They'll put the ball down just inside the left hash mark. A 33-yard attempt for the winner. Low snap, gets it down. The kick has plenty of leg, and it is good! The Oxford Chargers have defeated the Clinton Arrows on homecoming 2022 on a game-winning field goal by William Wilkinson.
Don, a big win. That's one of the more exciting games we've done in a number of years. And the Chargers really needed that one after the last 2 weeks. A big win tonight. Congratulations to Coach Cutcliffe and his staff. And nice job there by Wilkinson to knock it through.
What a game. The Oxford Chargers knock off Clinton to give them their first loss in the region. And the Chargers may.
Well, what a finish to Clinton and Oxford. Clinton comes all the way down and scores a touchdown. Then Oxford gets a game-winning 33-yard field goal from William Wilkinson to win it on homecoming for the Chargers. Someone give that kid a Gatorade bath. He earned it. What an awesome finish to that game. Oxford winning 24-22. You could argue a season-saving win for the Chargers because they were looking at 1-3 in region play if they were going to lose that game, but they hold on. Actually, they come back and win it to improve to 2-2 in 2-6A. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to say thank you to our sponsors, first being the Rogue & Jackson. The Rogue & Jackson, the official menswear provider of the Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live show, located at 4450 Interstate 55 North Frontage Road. The Rogue is your destination for fine men's clothing. They also have a variety of college apparel for Ole Miss, State, Southern Miss, LSU, and Bama fans. Visit the Rogue in Jackson.
When When I was injured, I thought my season was over.
I was determined to get back in the game.
My Mississippi sports medicine surgeon drew up the perfect game plan.
My recovery, their game plan.
A
game-winning combination.
20 physicians, 7 subspecialties, 1 focus. You, Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center.
Visit the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, where legends come to live. Open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Saturday.
All right, welcome back to Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live. What a finish to tonight's show. Seeing Oxford get a game-winning field goal over the Clinton Arrows. 24-22 is your final in that game. Oxford improves to 2-2 in 2-6A, while Clinton is going to fall to 3-1, suffering their first defeat. Let's run through some of the scores of the games that we saw tonight. Brandon, number 1 team in the state, beating Meridian 48-15. We've got Grenada falling to Germantown 38-14. Like we mentioned a little bit ago, the most wins Germantown has ever had since they moved to 6A football in region play. That's 3 wins. So that is an awesome achievement for the Mavericks. They're having a great year. Then you had Tupelo staying undefeated with a humongous statement win over Madison Central. The defending champs go down 34-0 on the road. You had the Clinton-Oxford game, Oxford winning 24-22. Ocean Springs stays undefeated. They beat Pascagoula tonight 37-0. Jackson Prep beats Jackson Academy 35-7. It is the 14th win in 15 games for the Patriots over the JA Raiders. And then lastly, Copiah Academy beating Central Hines 20-12. Copiah Academy is 8-1, and they clinched the 5A District 3 crown in the MAIS. So a wonderful, exciting night of high school football. We're so glad you could have joined us for it tonight, and we thank you very much for watching Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live. I'm your host, TJ Werre. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week.